Hi everyone, I am Margot, your tarot reader, and today we're doing a personal reading for number of signs. As always, prior to the recording, I call into the universe with my clients' personal information because they remain private at all times, whether it's a reading and or a ritual. Um, in today's reading, I have a number of things that I need to see for my client. As always, my clients know how does the personal reading takes place. And for you newcomers, please browse around in the channel. Is there anything that I can do for you? Please email me at margourtarotreader@gmail.com or Facebook margourtarotreader, and I'll be more than happy to help you and your loved ones. Share, like, and subscribe. Uh, let us get into the reading for today. For you, my client, as always, you know that I appreciate your business, but most importantly, the interaction that we have as souls in this physical life moving forward. Um, I did, um, so normally, um, what I do is it just happens automatically where it's an energetic field reading, whereas the energy of the client, or it could be people, places, or things, it depends at the time that it happens. I have no say on that. What happens is the energy, it's almost like a calling, you know. Um, when you are trying to call your guides, or when you're trying to uh, call your creator, your spirit, we have a calling card in a figure of speech. Uh, where you connect energetically through the vibration of your spirit, and sometimes physically as well, with someone else. Okay, so when that happens, like I say, I have no say on that. So it interacts with your energy or whoever it is that I'm at that time involved with. And so I get a almost like an analyze situation, overview, overlook of the person or people and places, because it can be even locations, items, etc. Uh, and and I get this vibration energy. It's almost like a printout in my reading thoughts, in my energy, where it lets me know what's going on with that circumstances at that situation in moment in time. For example, you. So that is one of the reasons why I do not like to read, let's say, for example, the questions of the clients until I'm ready to analyze all the energy. Because then it just kind of, see, with me, that is, it kind of lingers the energy, and it stays in, and I don't mind it because I know how to deal with the situation, being that I've been doing this for so long. But it can hinder, including my energy, my well-being. Okay, so I'm besides the point. The point is that I do not, I never charge for those, that type of energy uh, reading, though it can be done without the cards. Like I said, it's called an energetic uh, field reading. It's interaction within your spirit in what the message are being transferred to at that time. So we discussed that. I send you a response to that. Anyways, when I was doing that, um, there was a number of things that I did, felt, seen, heard. And so based on that, I also based it on the reading, because it gives me a fresh start to what is going on, what I need to look, what I need to advise. And then when we are all entitled to the whole reading, you know, predictions. As you already know, my client, predictions can come during the time frame I give, if and not and when are able to change. If the client aligns themselves in a certain manner to adjust the energy or the outcome, to be a lesser pain, or to derive the energy in a different form. Okay. Um, so I did say I was going to touch bases on the loved one on the other side. Um, so what I was sensing toward that was it did not feel 100% its energy. Okay, so I didn't dwell on that when I was into the energy field reading because um, it didn't feel like his energy. Okay, so in other words, it didn't feel to me that it was his energy interacting with yours. Okay, so I um, we have what we called transfer energy. We have what we call transfer um, spirits, yes, souls, yes, and we do not want that to happen. There's just what's the word I'm looking for because they want me to put it in a different, more delicate way. Um, Manipulative energy, let's say. Okay, um, it happens all the time. Okay, especially when someone recently loses someone. Um, Negative energies can manipulate the energy of the loved one and make you feel and think that it is who you think it is. Okay, so that is how I felt it yesterday. So I closed that energy, and let's see what we're gonna see today. Okay, and then I'm gonna touch other things for you as well. Okay, so let us revise it and let's begin. Thank you to the universe and to the angels of the heaven and earth for aligning us and protecting us today. Our energy be blessed, Lord Jesus Christ, and give us the precise predictions of the past, the present, and the future. What is it that we need to know? What is it that we need to guide for our client? In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, Lord, thank you. Okay. Yes. Good morning to you. Blessed are you. And coffee it is. Keep saying I need to let go, but you need it, right? Okay. So, which ones do you want me to touch? Okay, let's start with ugh, yeah. Okay, so I had to. You know how this works, sweetie. I think I'm gonna let this one out. They're telling me. Okay, so we do know that you've been in such uh you've been in such stage that it's almost like you're feeling confused with what the world is around you and what the purpose is of you around in here in this physical life, and you feel betrayed, you feel abandoned. It's just in all kinds of levels. You are just ready to throw the towels. People don't even know how much you shed tears, how much you shed pain, you know and you're feeling like you can never meet your ends meet. In other words, your sources, your home, your environment, you feel distraught. Okay, the happiness that you hope for, it's just never coming. You say to yourself, I've been betrayed. It's never going to happen for me. It's never going to happen for my loved ones. It's not um and you try to be as much positive within yourself. You try to be firm, you try to be honest, you try to be moving forward in your space, and you just can't seem to cut a fucking break. And I apologize for the word, but again, as my clients do know, and newcomers will start to learn as you browse around, normally when I am doing a reading, my language might change, my tone might change, etc., because it is the energies that I'm interacting with the time of the reading. Okay, so if a bad language or you might not like it, I do apologize. I am venting out what the client deserves to shut out. Okay? It is what it is. So it's almost like you will like actually something to happen out of nowhere to to be done with everything. I heard drop dead. I'm not sure if you said those words, but it is what I heard. You know, um, you feel like I'm in a in a circle, like a whirl warm, where it just turns and turns. You wake up to the same freaking uh, energy, the same freaking hustle and bustle every day, the same struggles, and nothing is changing, And I think that even when something does change to be more enlightened, you still feel like it drags you more. You move 1 foot forward and damn shit, go back 7, 10 feet back. It never ends for you. Something needs to give, something needs to change, is what the universe is saying. You've been going through this for quite some time, and it seems like when something it's out of the way, something else comes back around. Okay. um to change the way we see things, to change the way we manipulate our energy on the earth, it's not easy to do, and it's easy to say. I keep saying that, but it is true. So when things are hitting rock bottoms, you know the first thing that we are uh, used to doing is criticizing ourselves, criticizing the circumstances, putting everything down and saying, what the fuck is this? Or saying, this again, etc. We say bad words, we say bad energy that accumulates toward the wrong cause. Why is this happening? We intend to question our higher purposes. And when we question in that way, we are actually second guessing and having doubts. So we're implementing the doubts in our faith, in our hope, in our trust, and not just in our creator, but ourselves. Um, and you might say, so what the hell am I supposed to do then? Like say, oh, it's okay that it happens. No, of course not. And you can't question. Yes, you can, but there has to be a way to do those things so your creator does not see that you are feeling lost and feeling out of love, which is what you're feeling. What you can say is, Lord, creator, Jesus, whoever it is, your belief, say, I come to you because, and be honest, I do not question the purpose of this life that I have been given and taken, but I need you to guide me to help me get through this pain that is being imposed upon me. I am willing to take what you're serving me because I know that you know that I can come through this. But be patient with me and show me the way to clear all this negativity and embrace me. And then you say, well, what you wish and want. Embrace me with that positivity, of prosperity, of healing of the flesh, body, mind, soul, and spirit, of healing of my material gains, money and wealth, of healing of my family, their abundance, their prosperity, and my ancestors to come as well in the past. I give you thanks for healing me. I give you thanks for listening to me. I give you thanks for embracing me and giving me the opportunity to live as I live, as it is yours and my choice. And I give you thanks that you're clearing and protecting my path at all times. It is what it is, and it is what will be, and it is what it is. Amen. Okay? Now, I use that prayer in many ways and for many circumstances. And you can adjust it in the way that I said it, but you have to have faith with what you're saying. So as I just say that, believe it or not, I channel your energy. and I embraced it and embedded it in you. Okay? So it can activate the energy. Now, as we continue, let me just say that before, you see, there's a difference today. I always do one candle for my guys, and behind the scenes, there's a number of things that I have, okay, for protection and also for the clients. But this one's today's candle, it is meant precisely for you. And within this, there's liquid and there's certain things that I have under this candle, okay? And it will run through until it ends, and it is made just for you today, okay? It is not the size of what you use, it's how you use it and for the purpose of what you use it for that creates the energy to flow freely and willingly manifested for the well-being of whoever I descend to you. Okay? I want to clear something off of you, and I want to bring about certain things within you to be more positive. Okay. So, obviously, you do trust within that person that helps you and guides you and protects you. Could be me, could be your higher being, however your choice is. I don't mind. Okay? Now, I will say that this hustle and bustle, the struggles that you've been through, and I'm gonna show you this card, and I'm gonna put it next to another one. Let me see, let me show you. This is someone who is between in and out of the realms within their physical body, within their spirit, within their mental thoughts, having to deal with so many issues in their lives and just wanting just to break apart and just be gone with the situation. You're tired, you're overwhelmed, and you're still standing there trying to find ways to cope with the situation. Your work, your home, your mental, anything that you want to call it. You've been going through this for quite some time. So what I want to show you about this card for me, it's almost like I see, your energy divided into many sources, right? But at the same time, when I want to divide them, they just come together into one, which is you in the physical form. But what also this tells me is that you're almost out of that range. It's a 9, okay? So you're almost out of that range. You're almost at the last thread. And as I'm going through these, I see a lot of 10s, okay? 10, 10. And I see a lot of almost ending. So what the guys are telling me is that you're almost done with all this suffering and all this pain. You're almost done. All this hard work that you've been putting, that will be able to flourish and look at what you have been manifesting, okay? It will take time. Go back to the recording, to the video, today's reading, and then channel what we just talked about, okay? Go and just browse around to the affirmations that are going to suit you and claim them and use them to your abundance. Oh my God, this is beauty. So I was told not to look here, to go on the other side, so I can see now why. Ask your ancestors, if you want, to guide you and protect you, to clear any negativity that is around you and your surroundings. So that brings me to the topic of the other situation. Any person under 18 I cannot see unless it's a need or dire situation, but I can see around them. Okay, so we will touch that topic in a little bit with a different deck, because this, for me, I love this deck and I normally use it when it comes to feminine power. Okay. Yes, there we go. So if you wish to take a travel and you haven't been able to, you're going to be able to within now and 6 months. okay? Because you're gonna start taking charge of who? You. Who are you gonna be taking charge of? And where is it? I saw you somewhere in the energy. Okay. I feel that is here in your energy. You. Okay. All these struggles that you've been going through, they will be out of your system hopefully by next year, or within the 6 months period. I keep seeing between now and probably July there will be a different path. I would hope that within 2 weeks, 2 months, and you never know, if you start feeling that energy. When we do rituals or affirmations to cleanse our energy, okay, it works. Trust me, it works. um, when we do moons and all these things, it works. But at the same time, we're living in such world that negativity surrounds us and draws us in so many ways that it attaches to us and it drains us again. And when we are more vulnerable, it literally, like a web, like a spider web, just covers us with that. Okay. um, so you need to revise that energy, revise that faith in you. And and if you, by any means, when you're doing those positive affirmations and your thoughts are running negative, know that it is the negative energy striking you to not continue, to stop you from moving forward with your affirmation, with your faith, with your trust. But at the same time, it's fighting against, okay? And you need to start all over again and do it again. If it comes affirmation, if it comes cleansing, if it comes spiritual work, whatever it is, if you need to go right back and do it again, it's put it in a different way of thinking, maybe. Because sometimes when we're feeling overwhelmed and stressed, everything around us becomes that, and even the good is felt like that. So you're feeling, and there goes the topic of the health issues. This, for me, it also talks about the health issues as well. Your back, your legs, and things like that. I will say, and we did talk about it, you do need a full checkup. If you are not diabetics, you're probably in the beginning stage of that. um, if you hinder your back, it could also hinder the nerves that runs into your legs, so that could cause pain. um, I'm not sure if you're having blood pressure issues, menopause issues, premenopausal, even though some people at young age can get it, if you're feeling if you're not level in the right way. Okay. um Exercise is a big thing. Everybody says exercise, exercise. Everything is about exercise. If you exercise, everything gets clear. Everybody talks about that. But if the mind is not right, you know, the mind needs to be right, the spirit needs to be right, and then the body needs to get with it. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying go all nilly willy with the exercise machines, because you have to start slow. But I will say, maybe when you're cleaning, put music so you can dance. That's a light exercise that you can start with. But at the same time, believe it or not, it reactivates your hormones, and also it reactivates your spirit to wake up, to start moving, to start thinking. Music goes a very long way. The frequency of the music that you listen can be re-vibrate your energy in different forms, and can also take away negative energy. Okay, so depending what you listen to, you do not want to listen to sad music unless you want to cleanse your karma from any sorrows, but you could only do it once a month for, I want to say 20 minutes. Okay, once a month to clear that sorrow energy. But normally I would recommend, if it's for the moving of the body, dancing music. Okay, if it is for the evening energy, I would use opera and classic music. Lately I've been using other type of music for my ancestry energy. So independent. Okay. So those are just one of my opinions, but then again, you are walking your own shoes. I'm feeling you, believe me, but it's what you want to shift and change, what you want to align that suits you. Okay. And there's no wrong way of how to begin it, but just begin. Okay. All right. Let us see. Yeah, new path. We'll see that in a little bit. Oh, yeah, I can see that now. Okay. Yes. So, you are worried and concerned about everyone in the home environment. You're worried about your loved ones. There's two females in the picture here that you're concerned about, older and younger. Their health issue, the mental issue, their well-being, their outcome. You're worried about if it hasn't happened, some kind of uh, maybe argument and or fight, disputes between this young child and their lack of marriage, lack of understanding, and betrayals and disappointments and backstabbings and whatnot, and maybe someone walking away, someone feeling distressed and tired and depressed. And it feels to me that this is a younger energy. Okay. So if it hasn't happened, it's coming around. But we're seeing that energy, and these are also things that you're worried about too as well. Okay. And here's the thing. So we're going to close this spread with the fact that you are upright. You are, even though you've been all over your energy, all over with your mental thoughts, sleepless nights, chaos and thinking, headaches, oh, you name it, you've been through the ringer lately. Okay. Even though you're still in this position where come at me and I got you, come at me but I got it. Okay. You are still in that position now. What worries me about that is that when someone is so energy depleted, physically and emotionally and spiritually, they're still standing and fighting. What worries me is that out of nowhere you could either snap, or either nowhere pass out, or either nowhere just feel like, I don't want to get up today, I'm staying in, I don't give a shit if the world comes down. That's what worries me. Okay. So that is why I started in different ways today the reading for you. Okay. I feel that even though you need time to recuperate, time to get yourself together, you feel like there's no time because everything is on you, upon you, and you feel like it won't get solved if you're not standing. But if you're not taking that time for you, even if it's one freaking day, just you, I don't care. Go around the block and stay at a hotel, you know, uh, and just be away from home, be away from work, be away from everyone, and just throw the key away for one day and not think about anything or anyone. Okay? No, that's it. Go to a hotel and just stay that night. Go to the pool, go to the sauna, go for the walk, go for the fucking drink in the hotel, whatever it is, but do it. And just be you for one night and do whatever you want in that day, but do it. Take that time. And when you go to the hotel, I want you to take some spa lotions so you can put it in your tub, and some light music that you can play, whatever you want to watch. I mean, I want you to dedicate that day in the way that you can take advantage of and do it for you. And you just clock out and say, I am taking me time today. Unless someone has died, then you can call me. That's it. You have to play it, because if you don't do it, you're going to have a full breakdown, and it will take a toll on every way that you cannot imagine. Financially, physically, emotionally, spiritually, in every way. So we need to avoid that. And It has to be done. Do you understand? Uh, okay. Yeah, a lot of normally I have clients from all over the world, and sometimes they say, Margot, can you just come out here, and we could just do this. um, I'll let you know. This year I wasn't able to go to California, but I'm thinking sometime next year. And when I do, I will make sure that I'll contact you. Okay? Believe me. When I travel, I send out emails to the clients and let them know, what city I'll be in, what state, and, if they are wanting to see me, then absolutely I am there. Okay. So now we are going to see in the universe and the heavens protect our energy. Let us connect if we're able to, if this energy is free and willingly and protected. Oh, you're ready. Okay, we got you. Oh yes, I apologize. Let me tell you. Don't forget. He goes. Don't forget. Okay. Well, I already shuffled, so I can't. But I'm gonna look for the. I was going to say. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna look for this. No, I'm not gonna read any of these that I'm looking at now because it's not. I'm already out of that. But I want to show you something from what I just read to you. I wanted to show you, and I'm gonna leave it out so we can embrace that energy. Okay, where is it? I know you're here. Don't be hiding, because you're gonna be coming through and blessing my child with that. Okay, we're gonna leave this open. This came in the best position that can be for you. Ace of Pentacles. It is the maximum card in whatever it is that we're looking at, but I want to say that it's most importantly a yes card from me to you. Yes, you will have your home. Yes, you'll have improvement. Yes, you're going to have resources. So this year it's been very hectic for you, a bit more than others, but you're going to come out of this because we're going to start waving off what does not serve you and start changing the way of thinking and the way of acting. Okay, so if the world wants to end today, so be it. God bless me and protect me and my loved ones, but you need to keep going. Do you understand me? If you stay in a stagnant energy and feeling more depressed when negative things happen, then you're pulling in more of those bad actions. So we need to say, it is what it is and it's meant to be, but I got this shit and I'm moving forward. Nothing is stopping me and no one is taming me. You know what I mean? Out. So that is easy and said and done. And then we reactivate what's causing it. Okay? Yes, when negative energies are so used to cleaning onto a spirit, a body, they go back and hover over you more and pull you in more deep down, and you're feeling like you can't even get up, you can't even move and things like that. You can't even say shit, but you got to keep going because it only lets them know that you're more valuable, and they keep going and going until, God forbid. So, but the moral sense of this card is, for me to you, it is that you do have success by your side. And the guys in the universe are saying, this child does deserve these benefits of the material world. And she will gain this. It's here for you. So I'm going to leave it because I want to claim it for you. Okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Now, let's see. So let's see if I'm able to connect with that loved one on the other side. Okay. I know that today I'm doing mini readings for you, and I'm trying to be as precise as I can. And I felt the energies could not wait for a 3 to 5 day process. So it, for me, this is an emergency reading and mini readings in one. Let's see. Can we capture your energy? And if it's you, when a spirit is undergoing a retrieval, enlightenment energy, shift energy, things like that, I do not like to interfere. Okay. I wait for the energy to flow around again and to look and see if they're still in the same place, if their energy has shifted, are they moved on, are they still here, where are they and why, etc. So, and if I'm not able to get through it, it is what it is. I can only do so much, and the ethers can only do so much for me within that time. And I respect what the sources say and do, and I respect the energy of the other spiritual realm as well. There's there's a definitely thing that I cannot, by all means, invade. Right. So, like I said, I I don't sense that it was his energy necessarily 100% when you said what you said. No. Okay. Yeah. Um, I feel that whatever is going on in that home environment is manipulating what is going on in everybody. It is torturing everyone in that home. And it's a must that you do have to move from that place. Okay. It's a must that you do have to move because it is not doing any service to you and to your loved ones. It's very clear. So it was not his energy 100% with what you were feeling. And in a way, I'm glad that it walked away, because if you would have interacted, it would have probably been different, a lot different, and not in a good way. Uh, his energy is still in the away shadow for me right now. He has, how do I put this? So whatever stage he's doing in his vibration energy, he tries to keep you in his vibration. In other words, whatever it is he's doing, he's trying to make sure that he has that invisible rope around you as well. And he might feel that pull when you're going through things, and you might feel that pull when he's either going further down away from your energy, moving forward, or whatever it may be. And that is wonderful, and that is what we want to have for lives after lives, that we can still have that connection with our true soul mate. Okay. But um it is also, at the time, it devastates that if you feel that pull where they need you and they can't be there. Okay. And that's what I'm sensing here. Like, it's almost like he knows you need him, but he can't be there, and he can't leave. And there's no way for his energy to dismay and just say, I'm gone, I don't care. you know th- There's just no way. And it's almost like I hear it say, there's there's no way yet, because his energy is not strong enough to be there for you. But at the same time, it's because you are meant to go through what you're going through without his help, without his energy. Because you need these lessons to grow. You need these karma lessons to expel out. Okay? And this is for you to grow up. You know, it's almost like you've been in baby steps for quite some time, and now you're going to start crawling. I know it doesn't make sense. I hope it does, but I know it's not making any sense to you. But it is the true path of ourselves. Sometimes, you know, when true soulmates meet at an older age, you know, you intend to ask, oh, why we couldn't meet before? Why we couldn't meet when we were younger and be together and live together? And I went through this, I did this, and now we're here, and then you're gone. And that's one of the reasons, because we are meant to go through what we are going through without their help. We have to vibrate, and we have to grow to expand our energy so we can be more prepared, more ready for what's to come with whoever it is. Okay. And that's what I'm sensing here. Let me see something. He's still at work. He is not out. Okay, so that was not his energy. He's still moving through different path. He's not out. Okay, that's what I see. Mm-hmm. That was different energy that was playing your dreams. That left you more lost, out of love, betrayed, and whatnot, and more concerned for his well-being. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. Okay, so I like to say that I'm glad that in a way that it went that way, but not in the other way, because it tells me that that energy that is manipulating in the home front, it's more, has regained the energy and has grown a lot more. Okay. And when I say that, at the same time, I ask how and why, and I can tell you why. Because it has a virgin energy. It has a virgin energy. A loved one of yours. And I know this is not good for you to hear it, heartbroken and painful. And what the fuck do? You need to get the fuck out of there. Okay? You need to get out of there. It's manipulating everything, just everything and everyone in the home environment. And not only that, but it's consuming the energy of your loved ones. Okay? And especially that child. Yeah. So you do need to get out of that situation for sure. If not, it will get worse and more severe. I'm sorry to say that. And not only that, but it can linger and move wherever you go. It will take over energies. Okay? It's strong now because it's using that child. It's not safe. Your home is not safe. Not safe. It has too many. Here comes what I'm going to take now. Ugh, motherfucker. There you go. Told me to go here, and there we go. Okay. There we go. So, we know that you're going to have to move. We see that move too. You're going to continue with the situation of of that home or any other home, but you're gonna have to move. Um, so it makes sense that they will ask for all that work for the home nowadays. It's not the way it was before purchasing a home, even though it was a lot of paperwork. Now it's three times that. Um, and they make it difficult to purchase a home now for minorities, you know? But show them you got your shit. Buy the house, move, and get out. Have a fresh new start. You will feel a lot better coming in September when you start. Okay, take a deep breath and then say, okay, let me put everything in paper. First come first. What comes first? What do I need to do now? You, and then go analyze everything else. Move and take your time to do the paperwork, to get the information that they're asking, and go along with the process and get your home and move. We do see a move no matter what, okay? Whether it's that home or not, but I feel it might be, most likely it is. Um, and just, and question, now, was that one of the homes that we talked about, or it was a different home? We are on a retrograde, but today's energy, and as of now, in the next 3 days, we have it's one of the energies that are very potent, not just for work, but also for the humanity and the earth itself. So within now and the end of August, we're going to have unexpected news coming, or long time coming news. Um, and we're going to have this chaos that is going to be, in a way, shocking if it hasn't happened already in the 1st of August, in the first weeks of August. But within now and this week, it's that anticipation, kind of like I don't know where bomb kind of shit coming in, physically and spiritually, and for the world as well. Um, and even though it's very chaotic and scary, at the same time, for some of us, it can be an abstract energy that can actually give us gold mine and give us, the bold light, the aha moment, the, oh, this is what I've been waiting. Oh, this is what it is. Or I got this, or, just one word, one phrase, and can kick off a whole new scenario. Um, and so, you might just decide to go from point A to point 100 in just in a 0 second. That is that type of energy coming in as we are. So what I want to say with this is that I feel that you've been going through that practically all year. And it might even be more positive for you this week, especially after today's reading. We're helping clearing all of some of that shit out. And it just might react different for you at the end of this month, August, okay? And September might be that month to kick off on a fresh, better way, okay? You have to claim that, believe me. And if anything else happened worse than what it has happened, you got it. You got this shit. You got it. You can pull through, but restore it first. Okay? Um because we are in a retrograde, Mercury and other planets as well, but Mercury retrograde, when it comes to contracts, it just gives you a loss for words. It brings all kinds of stuff out of nowhere. um and it just tells you that you have to take your time when you're reading these things, when you're signing anything that is legal. Read every dotted line and question everything, and just say, okay, I have this and I have that, okay, and this is not going to be this way, whatever. Just, but go through all the paperwork slowly and take your time, so you know what you're signing and what you're getting into. Okay, that's the purpose of a retrograde. And then also do the walk around, you know morning and night, where you want to live, and just look at anything and all that needs to be fixed or changed before the contract, so they can do it. Um, but when you go and look at that space of that property, I need you to go with peace and enlightenment. And I need you to, say, this is my happiness, my future, my enjoyment. And and just claim that. I do not want you to say no. Why? I don't want no negative words, no negative thinking when you're driving up to that home that you want to call your space, okay? Your peace. Uh, because we want to have him in a virgin sense, energetic, okay? If it is built already, just step into the front of the grass, the whatever it is, before going into the house, and just stand there and just embrace it, feel the energy, feel it around, and feel peace, feel that peace coming in, feel that joy, imagine that happiness, your children, your grandchildren, running around being happy and joyous. Only think positive so you can plant that in that yard, in that home, and vibrate it. Now, before you go do that to that home, I need you to make sure that that you leave that house uh, cleansed out, and then go claim that new property, yours. Do you understand? Because with all these negative energies that are now in place where you are, it can drift, it can change, it can attach. So there has to be a way to detach it. Now, um, what I was going to say something else, but I guess they stopped me. Okay. Yeah, they stopped me, so it is what it is. So, and here we are again. We have another Ace of Pentacles. And I love this because this is a yes for me as well. New home, new property, new love, new abundance, new, including birthing. So all joyous here, okay? New celebrations, you name it. I'm going to hold it here while we go on with the other spreads. Okay. Thank you, angels of the universe and the heavens, Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you. Oh, yes, I'm going to ask that right now. Is there anyone doing voodoo or any kind of ritual, negative energy to okay, we're moving. Wow. What do we have here? So I will say that when I asked that, it felt in a no kind of way, but a yes, slight. Okay? And I'll tell you that in a minute why. Let me look at my cards. Yeah. I felt the energy of a woman. Um, uh, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, could be two, but it could be entwined with one only, or it could be two. One doing it and the other one that gets paid for it, right? Um, yeah, yeah. So, how I felt this for me is, are you fixing to have a baby shower? I see a celebration coming in. Yeah, so you see, we have they're right next to each other. That's what I love my cards. They don't kid around. We got these two women. Okay. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's almost like I felt jealousy, rage. So, is it possible you're gonna click and you're gonna see if you can, within whoever you know, who may be these people? Because I feel that they have knowledge of what you're being through and what you're going through and what you are wanting to do. Because I feel envy and jealousy. So I'm gonna give you an example. Maybe they know that you're looking for a new home and how much it's costing you and whatnot, and they're feeling jealous of you. When someone has that energy, it becomes similar to a spell. It can be even a spell because you vibrate that energy and you send it in and out to whoever, and it feels to me that this person is jealous because you're wanting to improve, you want to be vibrant and happy and joyous, you want to be in your best, and sometimes you feel it but then you're dragged down. Now, in all energies, I still see you in the best way possible, and I love that. Okay, you're being joyous in the way, in any way that I can. So it's almost like if they're dragging you down, they're not seeing it, and when they see it, they get this big joy and this clock out of them, but it's still not enough. you know you can still be damaged goods, in other words, but you're still finding ways. Yeah, this is almost like, damaged goods, but you're still holding on and tight, but you're still not showing it in the way that they expect you to. So they probably have a close eye on you, a knowledge of what you're going through, what what life is for you personally. They have a knowledge of you in a daily basis almost, uh, and so they're vibrating this energy of jealousy and enviness, and they don't want you to improve. They don't want you to have all these things. Okay, so yes, they're sending that energy in a negative environment, but you might go through the circles and find out who may be who, but we do see the energy entwined with what I just asked and you heard me ask. So who can have ill mind toward you, that knows what you're doing, what you're struggling, what you're trying to do, what you're trying to buy, what anything? Who is this? Now, this could also be in a relative manner, like they could be siblings. Okay, they could be distant siblings of any kind. I don't know, cousins, aunts, I don't know. uh, um, just go and analyze it within you, and then we can touch this again another day. But it's how I'm seeing it. It feels like in a two-way spread, like we have this going on here, and then we have this other thing going on here being attacked on similar angle. Okay, like wanting the same shit to happen to you, or wanting things to happen to you. So I will be cautious driving, uh, watch your surroundings, keep your distance in case you get hit from the back or something like that. uh, it just it's giving me this energy. Okay, so um, and it almost feels like it's interacting, that it's coming to you, but maybe you're the one taking it, but it may not even be for you. Maybe it's probably for someone that is in your home environment, like a loved one of yours. Okay, it could it how, and readings, when you've been my client for years, how when we predict, it can go in different ways and shape and form. But when I say scenarios in certain ways, predicting, it comes in those many ways, one, two, or all. So if it's being said, it means that we have to be concerned of every topic that we just touched and talked about today. Okay, now, yes, I just heard someone watching this channel. So in this reading, like I said, it is a mini reading, uh and it is a highly cost reading. It has number of readings, number of questions, number of analyzations that we do. We have mini readings for different tarots, and then we also have the spiritual realm reading. In of course in this reading, which in depending on the circumstances, I do it before and during and after the reading, which is to protect the energy of the client. Um, I do not charge for this, but sometimes I do, depending on what I'm interacting. When it comes to spiritual reading for loved ones on the other side, it is a total separate reading. I like to do that on one reading, because it takes a lot longer and my energy gets drastically changed within the path of the field. So it is a separate reading, separate charge for each deck and also for the readings. In today's reading, I had to do it in the way that I did it for my client because of all the situations that's been going on, but also because she's been my client for years. And as my clients know, I love them like my own, and I will treat them like my own, talk to them like my own, protect them like my own. Okay, I'm not just your reader. I am your spiritual healer and your journey path, physically and or spiritually. For all those that were at this moment, I felt the energy asking. Okay, so every type of reading has a different type of price, and of course, I have emergency readings within 48 hours, and I have readings within 3 to 5 days. I have them in person, video, and or messenger, depending. Let us get started with this one. Let's see my client. Yeah. So I'm going to keep this open energy for you. Someone is not going to be honest with their words and speech. It's also a female reading, okay? A Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, rising. Ooh, I wonder if it's a friend of yours. Hmm. I'm seeing a legal separation or a divorce coming in, maybe an announcement of one or wanting one out of nowhere. So, um, some type of news coming in. Let me know when that happens. I'm seeing like an energy of betrayal of some sort of a relationship. It's the go ahead for the home, okay? If it's that one or another one, but I see a go ahead for the home. I see the move. It's taking a while, yes. Maybe about 2 weeks more. Maybe in the second half, to move in on the second half to the end of September, maybe, if all the paperwork uh, gets in order. Take your time to do the paperwork, to get it in order, to read it and everything. Just tell them it's a lot, so let me take my time to read and whatever. Take your time so it can prolong the situation, and you can do the co-signing, in September when we're getting out of the retrograde because of Mercury, because I want this to be a long lasting, a fulfilled contract, and a contract that will be happy. If it's not a home that I already predicted for you, then it's your choice. You can give me the information of that home, and I can look at the layout of the energy if you want through the address. Okay, just like I did for the other ones. If it's not that, if it's not any of those, if it's a new layout, of course we can talk about whatever later. But that's my recommendation for you. But I do see the move. I do see the act of just, this is it, for me, when it comes to you. I do see that everybody wants to move. I do see the male water sign that it's struggling to stay afloat from going through all the things that are going in home. He's tired. He wants to just get the fuck out of that home. And, he wants to start seeing whoever more, a little bit more, but he's just more worried and concerned about the home environment, that it keeps us stagnant on his growth, personal, on his life, his personal life. Okay. So, but all of those things will start changing and shifting once you move out of that home. What it is entail is that, you know, the child that you have in home that is married, um, that no matter where you go, we do see them struggling still in their relationship. And later on, she will find out that there's most likely somebody else. Um, and so that's a whole nother scenario, a whole nother reading for another time if you want, but that's what I'm seeing here. Uh, just keep an eye and, you know, let it be. I would hope that this child that I just mentioned, you know, the young lady of yours, that once, you know, that just because she has children does not and should not stop her from moving forward into her future. Okay. Because I feel that he's going to try to keep her in a closer range, and, you know, whatever may be the case. We have a period of balance energy in the way that I see this. Like there's going to be a period of all of you coming together and being feeling happy and joyous. It can be, you know, because of the moving to the new home and getting together, all that energy. Okay. But it is a must that you do have to move. It is a must that you have to move as soon as you can. But I also need you to just take that uh, time to go through everything in the way that you want to, so you won't stumble into things later after the fact. Okay. What I can suggest, if there's anything that I can do for what's going on with that child in that situation, we can talk about that. But in the meantime, I will suggest go get some holy water. And if you're able to go into that closet, um, with the holy water, you need to do the sign of the cross in four corners, in the outside of the closet and in the inside of the closet or center of the closet, and claim your space. You have to claim your space, and by that is you rejecting and rebuking all negative energy to move, discard, and leave your space, your energy, and of your loved ones. Your space is Jesus or your higher self, your creator, however you want to call it. It is only his space, and no one can invade that privacy. Okay? You can put it any way that you want, but this is just one of my recommendations that you can start with. Okay? The energy is has regained its conscious awareness, regain the power, the strength, because it's feeding off of this of the virgin energy of that child. Okay, unfortunately. So I would take him, and here's the thing, you know, I just like I trust and respect all saints, whether it's good or bad. In my type of work, I have to be in contact and interact with all. And so therefore there's a mutual respect above everyone and anything. So, and as well it is religions. I respect all religions, and I truly believe that as long as you're happy and well-being, I don't care what religion you choose, just choose one. But because I am a Roman Catholic from birth, and I went to Catholic school, and I dwell into all kinds of energy since I was little, you know, spirits and all. When I do work, I dwell with my beliefs. So people might call it uh, voodoo, witchcraft, well, call it whatever. It has all kinds of names. But at the end of the day, it is all spiritual work, and it's all from the higher self, whether you like it or not. But when I come because of my faith and pray upon certain things or people, I trust in what I am facing with, and they got me. So, because I trust in this, you may not, but if you do, great. But if you may not, that's okay. But trust that I trust. And I would take that child to a Catholic church and have the priest bless my child. You don't need to let nobody know that. It is between you, God, and I. And you can let me know during that what time, whatever the schedule is over there. And I can prepare something within this energy to prepare his energy going down that blessing. Because, and the reason why I say this is because since you're, let's say for example, if you're not Catholic like me, and the child is not, so then I am. That is what I'm saying. You trust me, and I trust my higher self. When I bring something to my Creator, and I ask on behalf of whoever may be, trust me and believe me that that is why all that I've done has worked and continues and will so for as long as they allow me to. I do have other energies and guides and angels and saints that go within the same realm and protect me at all counts. Our Creator, it is a massive Creator, and it can interact with all kinds of sources and energies. So therefore, it is your choice if you want to do that. We are not manipulating or changing that child into their beliefs. We're just doing a protection ritual spell for that person, so nothing can surpass his physical energy. It's very important. Okay. um you know uh, it's up to you, of course, but we can touch more into that if you want. Okay, so um I think that we're into the closing of your reading today. What I do like about today's reading, it's a number of things, but I'm going to start off with my energies. They're very calm, and I am outside, and it's the wind comes in and out, not as much, but and so is the heat. But what I like is that they're calm for me, and I get this flowing vibe to it as well. So I feel that we started a little hasty with it, but now we're more calmer. So that means that you are, or will be in a few. Now, uh, what I also want to say here for you, my client, is that, uh, we touched this before a number of times. We talked about it before. We are not in a perfect world. You already know that. And unfortunately, we kind of tend to have more bad than good. Even the rich have something to complain about. You will never have everything that you want in this world. If one person can say, I have everything that I wish for, they probably will say it at the moment that they get something that they've been wanting. But you wait tomorrow, and there's something that they're going to want, and they're not going to have it. So there's always something missing and wanting and needing, you know and there's always happening, in our lives. You know the and and is it good to say it could be worse, and there are worse things out there happening? Well, unfortunately it is. So we have to look at the blessings that we have. We have to look at the blessings that we have and linger into those blessings to get more positive energy out of. The blessings that we have is that, we have children. God bless us with children. uh, the blessings, like, I'm gonna give you an example. Like me, when I pray to my higher self, to my Creator, I give him thanks for blessing me to choose me to be the parents of the children that I have. He chose me for, and I said to myself, for, because I'm able to protect them, I'm able to listen, I'm able to love them, and I'm able to stand by them no matter what. uh, you know, just like all children, sometimes they get in your nerve, and sometimes they don't follow, what your recommendations are, but because that's their path, their lessons, right? Their naive ways. And so then, and there go, I tell my Creator, I said, I am blessed by it, and I prayed, and I give you thanks for continue to give me the strength and clear my path, protect my path and of my loved ones, all that I see, hear, touch, and feel, physically and spiritually. And I, of course, I give him thanks for all that he does for me and gives me and sends my way. And with that comes my clients, people that I meet, people that I love, people that I interact with. It, there's a purpose to all that comes around me, so I give him thanks. And when I'm feeling out and out, in and out with energies or with circumstances, I used to be in a way of questioning, a way of being negative, and that is why I get where you're going. But I, being that I am how I am now, it's different for me. And so I say, you know what? I get it. I got you, and you got me. So just clear the path for me, and show me the way, and be more patient to teach me. And just let it flow freely and willingly to me and for me. In the best higher good. Amen. So I do all kinds of affirmations, all kinds of things for myself and other people, but it's how you implement it and how you start. If I'm feeling sad and lonely, if I'm feeling depressed, if I'm feeling all this energy, I ask myself, is that my energy or someone else's energy? And I know right off the back whose energy it is. And so when I feel it, I go straight away to how can I clear this energy? If it's a loved one of mine's dearly, then I don't need to go to them. I go right away into my spiritual realm and find a way to clear it for them, find that peace for them. You know, I don't need to tell them I did. No, I don't. And that's how it is. Just like I did with you today. You know, if you're feeling it, I'm feeling it. If you're going through it, I'm going through it. Why? Just by reading it, just by hearing you, just by thinking of you, just by reading your emails, whatever may be the case, or talking, whatever, you know. And even when I'm out in the streets with strangers, it happens all the time. So, um, yes, well, so again, I want to say thank you to you, to all of you for taking the time to watch. Again, I am Margot, your tarot reader. If you're interested, email me at margourtarotreader@gmail.com or Facebook, Margot, your tarot reader. And I am here to help you in any way that I can for you and for your loved ones and for you, my child. Love and light to you and to yours, protection. And Lord Jesus Christ, thank you for hearing my plea today. Thank you for aligning us and giving us the precise predictions of the past, the present, and the future to show us love and fulfillment and embrace us with peace and love and joy for you, Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. So this will stay on for as long as it needs to till it ends for today. Okay? And of course, we'll be in touch. And for all of you out there watching, love and light, prosper in any way that you can, but most importantly, self-love to you. Thank you.